up YouTube? It's Theme Park Bazza here. A bit windy day. Today's moving day. So the truck came this morning. I was working. It's dropped all the stuff off. I've just come, it's lunchtime. I've popped over to see Maxine and see how things are going, and I think they've already unloaded, but I'll pop in and see how she is. Come with us.
Well, Ryan, you said it was a big truck. It's a big truck.
Like a lot of the stuff has already been put into the garage. I'll go into the house in a minute and see. So they've put a bit of the stuff in here to be sorted out. So I'll go in and see Mrs. Theme Park Bazza and see how stressed she is being here on her own. Hello, I'm home. You finished? Can I help? Can I help unload?
No.
Is there anything I can do to help? Oh. So we have, that was from my office. No, it's from downstairs, wasn't it? So we have the furniture in the house. I have all the boxes in the house. How long did it take them to unload?
Just under 3 hours.
Just under 3 hours. We'll have a look, and I think a lot of it's gone under the stairs as well. Oh, that'll take us years to unpack. And then, oh, we actually have chairs. This was the test. Will this floor go with these? Sorry, burgundy brown, isn't it? These brown chairs as well.
The rug does not go.
The rug does not go, that is for sure. And because in Virginia ours was an old like colonial house, so it had wooden floors, it had a brown flooring put down, so obviously the furniture went with that. And I guess that's the TV and the TV stand. I'll have a look upstairs. I haven't even looked upstairs yet.
Okay, yeah.
Have you not been up? Come with us. Come with us upstairs. Let's go have a look and see how things are stacking up there. Obviously we'd like to get new furniture to be more of a grey decor, but you can only afford certain things, so we'll be living with this, and as this stuff wears and tears, then we will obviously change it and maybe change the colour palette. Let's go have a look upstairs. So in the guest room, a couple of drawers, oh, 2 mattresses, bed frame, and some drawers in there. Smells a bit funky in here still. Somebody loves you apparently, Max, on here. Who was that? Oh, was it? Not the movers, yeah. Saying they loved you. Yeah. And then this room, I think somebody always suspects this will be my office already. They put my chair in here and me mats. They're suspecting that might be the office?
I did tell them.
You did tell them, did you? Yeah. And then this is the other bed frame and bed. So you're already making that decision, are you? Can be changed.
I just got them to bring it in. And
then this is the stuff for our room. I think as we said earlier on, we might need some more furniture. That's Chloe's, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think you're putting that in here, are you? Mm. And the mattress, and then the clothes we haven't seen for 9 months. I think when did this stuff go into storage? It's when we sold the house, wasn't it? So August went into storage.
October.
October, was it? Oh. Was it shorter time than I thought? Okie dokie. Let's go and have a bit of lunch. So obviously we can't change the sofa or the furniture, the colour palette to greys yet, but what we can do is go around, and a lot of these light switches and sockets are yellow. They were white when they were in, but they're that old and yellow. So I've just done a quick inventory of what's in the house, and so far I have 60 socket plates, 55 dual power sockets and 5 RCD ones with breakers in. Single switches, light switches 10, 3-way 8, 2-way 5, 4-way 2 of them, and 1 dimmer switch. 4 closet lights, because none of the closets have lights in, and 10 blanking plates to fill in all the things that are in the hole. So have to go and see what deal we can get as a bulk load of plates and sockets, but don't have to get them all in day one, and they all work, so it's not a problem. But I think as we go through and do each room, we will kind of target a room, do the light fitting, and also do the socket. Say, Max, did you bring the fan in out the back of the car?
No.
Okay, we have a fan that Maxine got for the living room to go in, that she got a deal on. Oh, Yorkshire girl. In Walmart. And the reason you have fans in the room, so you may have noticed when you come and stay, it's like, oh, these tropical homes have fans, is to keep the cost down, because if you circulate a fan, it does reduce the room temperature by 1 or 2 degrees, and that means your AC doesn't have to work as hard, and you don't pay as much for your electric. So we got a fan for the living room here with a light built into it, and that's excuse me, I was at an early morning. So we do have a fan for the living room with a light built into it. So we're going to replace this fitting in here at some point when we do this room. We'll target the rooms, probably the bedrooms we'll do first. But it's easy to get to everything like the sockets and the light switches before all the furniture gets in place. I've taken a week off work in a couple of weeks just to move in, get the office done, and get the main rooms done, the living room, the bedroom, and then the other stuff we can do one bit at a time. And that's really just get the things that have to be done before the furniture gets in, get the furniture in, get it cleaned, get any sockets that we need to get to done, and then we'll just do one room at a time. Sitting here having a cuppa on this wonderful black wall. We're trying to work out what this blanking plate here, and I think they had a TV and it's mounted, so I pulled it out to find out what was behind there, and what you can see is not very safe at all. Just a couple of wires, which I'm assuming is 110 volts, and all they've done is cut the ends off and stuff them in the box. I mean, that needs to be a proper end on those seals so they don't touch anything. And then obviously this is all broken down here, that's going to need filling. So we're going to have to go through everyone. There's blanking plates all over. There's another one down here. I'll have a look in a minute and see what's behind this one, but there's blanking plates all over this place. So I have no idea. There's a couple of cables here running through, but it doesn't look to be anything. These look to be just like actually running somewhere. There's nothing here that's actually terminated, as if there's something to be put on here. So whether these holes were put in just as draw wire holes to pull cables through, I have no idea. We're just trying to work out how these things we can actually seal up and then plaster the wall so it's one wall, but because I don't know what these cables are or where they go, that's going to be a little bit of a challenge to do that. Then also in the ceiling there are 4 of these blanking plates, which I'm assuming there's some more over here as well. May have been for surround sound or something. Till I actually get the plates off and have a look at them, I have no idea what they are for. And then one thing we haven't shown you before, but we've also got to deal with, is this. I don't know if you can see it, but there's obviously been, we had it checked out when we moved in, but there was a water leak above our shower in the master bedroom. We did have a moisture detection done on it as part of the home inspection, and they said there was no moisture there, so it's an old one. And then somebody just put a screwdriver through the roof to drain the water out when there was a leak many moons ago. So that's got to be dealt with as well. But yeah, but we did have a home inspection and pay for that, and you should always do that. Whether you're buying a car or buying a house, get it inspected. So like the mold and all those things were brought to our attention. They tested out all the power sockets, they tested out the appliances. And this was a prime example of getting them to do a moisture test, because if there was any fresh liquid up there, then that's another negotiation with the buyer to sort that out. But it was an old leak that nobody's ever bothered fixing. Oh, and the other thing we negotiated with the buyer was to get them to pay for a home warranty for a year. So what that means is if we have any unpredicted expenses. So what they do is they do the survey and they indicate all the things that are bad and wrong. And then should anything go wrong in the first 12 months that was not flagged up on the home inspection, you can use that to cover the cost. It's about $600. We didn't pay it. We got the sellers to pay for that, as we did for our house in Virginia for the people who bought our house from us. So it's a good idea. So things like the appliances that are basically going to break down at any point, you couldn't claim getting the new appliances on that because they told you in the home inspection. They said these things are 16 years old. They could go at any time. So home insurance won't pay for replacements because you were fairly warned about that. So it's anything that hasn't been flagged inside the inspection. Should it happen to you, you get a water leak or suddenly something, the power doesn't work or anything like that, then you can claim that back. Hi there, it is a few days later now. It's now Saturday the 6th of February. We film that on the Monday. We normally do our, I come away from the window, we normally do our house vlogs on the Saturday, park vlogs on the Sunday, and then you see them the following week. Well, the park vlog is the week after, obviously. So we're here on the Saturday, give you an update, some things that happened since that super big truck arrived and some things we're going to work on today on the house. So I have been this morning to get Tinternet Tint House, because we don't have Tinternet, and we need that really for a few of the things, of the smart things that we want to put in here and wire up these security cameras and everything. So Tinternet will be tin today. We also got the lights. I'll talk a little about the lights that we bought as well, and a problem we've had with a gas leak. So one thing we didn't fill you in last time just before we left is the house has always smelled funky since we came in, and obviously we've had all the mold removed and all those smells have gone. I always sensed there was a smell of gas. I could always smell it from day one. I said that to Maxine. Anyhow, as we were sort of finishing up last time and we were looking around the kitchen area, I could smell gas really strongly, and we pulled the gas cooker out behind me, and yeah, there was a real strong smell of gas behind there. So I isolated it. We left it. Maxine's been back a couple of visits this week and says that smell is gone, and it's not here today. So we're not going to fix it. We could claim it on the warranty, I guess, try and get it fixed, but the new cooker is arriving in about a month. So I think we're just going to leave it isolated. This is going anyway. It's just a horrible greasy mess. You couldn't even clean it and use it. And the dishwasher you can't use because that's like all gunked up. So we're going to get rid of both of those when they bring the new appliances. And I don't know if it's going to affect when we move in, but we'll see. Oh, just in addition, as I was talking about the gas, smelling gas in the gas range, did buy a carbon monoxide sensor. You should already have these in your house. If there's something where there's a flame and you can potentially get carbon monoxide in the house. So I just bought the basic one, plug it into a socket, put it somewhere near the cooking area so we'll know if there's ever any problems there. Oh, and let's talk about the other elephant in the room while we're here from last week's vlog. What I've passionately become known as the titty lights. Honestly, Brits. You folks, I mean, I don't know if you've ever stayed in American houses before, but these type of lights are quite common, usually in pantries or tops of stairs, bottom stairs. Every house we have stayed in or owned in Florida has had them. You don't get them in the hotels, but next time you're in a Florida house, just have a look upstairs, bottom of the stairs, top of the stairs, and you'll see them. And these are, we've got what we call in builder grade, which basically means cheap as chips versions. But just let me show you. They're all over the place. Pantry here, hallway here, top of the stairs here, and here, and here, and even back at the rental house, like this, and this, and of course this. Oh, and not forgetting in the laundry room. So as you can see, they are very, very common here in America. So thank you for your comments on that, but never really picked up on that till everybody commented. Thanks everybody for voting as well on the rooms. Please, if you want to vote, I may put it on Twitter as well tomorrow just to catch the votes, because last week's vlog went out last night. So I'm just sort of catching up on all the comments, and option 1, option 2. Very good comments. Also found out that you would like to know more about my journey over here, so we'll do something around that. Excuse us for being in our scruff every time you see these vlogs, but we're working on the house. So unfortunately you're going to see us in our working scruff while we're here, and our Disney scruff, our Disney clothes when we go to the parks or Universal. So let's crack on with today's tasks. And here's the first task of the day, of course, having a brew with our proper tea and coffee. So, Tinternet's in, but it's not working. Try plugging it in, lights aren't flashing correctly. Old friend Google says that there's no signal to the Tinternet. So I'm just searching around the house for more of these coaxial sockets. That's what they use here in America. Are these coax sockets that you put it in to find out if there's one downstairs is broken. See if I can get it in another one and get a signal. Because once I get internet at the house, it makes it a lot easier. And actually, another interesting fact, we do have the same internet company at the old house. And what I was going to do was just transfer it, wait until we moved in and transfer it. But I got an email from them, or a letter from them yesterday saying, hey, you've been with us a year. Your introductory offer ends this month, and they're going to put my monthly bill up by $25 a month. Now, I know you normally ring back and negotiate and stuff, but I'm thinking, oh, that's not good. And then I went online and just did it from this house as a brand new internet, and I get an introductory offer that's $10 a month better than I'm paying now. So I get it $10 a month cheaper for a year, and then I can renegotiate. So I decided this morning to bite the bullet, register another, even though it cost me like $9.99 for the kit. It pays for itself. It's $25 a month. So that's how we got the kit. There's a top tip. Always renegotiate your internet every year with those companies. Anyhow, long story short, went to the dentist yesterday. It was a long session. In fact, one of the dentists there told me last time I went, let me know you're coming back, Barry, and I'll make sure I book a holiday because your mouth is awful to work on. Anyhow, got a bit out of hand. Should have been a simple visit. Ended up having work done and, lidocaine injections. This side of my face was completely numb. So I'm driving back. It was yesterday afternoon, driving back in the afternoon in the car, and I thought I better ring Maxine, let her know I'm on the way back. We can start loading the car up to come to the house. Voice activation in a car is not brilliant. You want to try to do it when half your face is done, when you press the voice button and say, call Maxine, and it comes back and says, call Walgreens? You're like, no, call Maxine. And it comes back, calling Lowe's. No, call Maxine. And then I just gave up and tried typing the number in and got through to her. Said, be home in 2 minutes, get ready. So I come to the gated community, which we're in, drive up to the gate, nothing, zip. Gates don't open. I'm like, okay, maybe they're broken. So I reverse all the way out and go to the second set of gates, the other end, right up to the gate, nothing, doesn't open. I'm like, only thing it can be is we get a tag that goes in the car and maybe it's expired. Somebody's put the wrong expiry date in. So I reverse back to, they don't have a sentry there, a person, they have a pole with a speaker on. And it's like a low budget McDonald's where it's about 1 inch diameter. And so I pull up to this pole and this voice says, name please. I went, Murray Wrench. Sorry, can't understand you. Murray Wrench. Can you spell that please? M-A-R-R-I. L-Y-O-P-H. He's just silence at the other end. And he's like, who are you visiting? Like, I'm living here. Sorry, sir, I can't understand you. I live here. Like, and all I'm thinking is, I'm not going to get in here. And the phone's ringing, the car's ringing, because Maxine say, where are you? Trying to get hold of me because I've been gone for like 15 minutes. I should have been there in 2. And I'm thinking, how do I get out of this? What do I do to get back in? I'm never going to get in. Anyway, they have a camera, a big security camera on top of the gate. And obviously my car colour and number plate is registered. And that dead silence for like 3 minutes. I'm trying to work out what to do. And he goes, gates are opening, sir. I'm like, oh, hello. Of all the days to have half your face full of lidocaine and the gate, it can only happen to me. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you because it made me chuckle. Onwards and upwards. Okay, I found the different outlet. Oh no, we don't. I thought we had 2 blue lights. We have a blue and a white light still flashing. This is the problem. I thought we had 2. It's not online yet. So I'm going to try and activate it and see what's going on. And then, worst case, we might have to get them to come out and sort it out. Most of the lights in the house tend to be these compact fluorescent bulbs, which are pretty ugly, but they were sort of the trend 15 years ago. And even these spotlights up here, I took them down. They are all CFLs, carbon fluorescent lamps, which, as you know, especially these type, are designed never to be used with a dimmer. So there you go. Obviously, they completely didn't pay any notice to that and put it in. I didn't have a typo bulb to get, so if you take it down and read the code on the back, you will see, it will give you like an 8-digit number. and I think this ended in R30. So I went on to Google and Googled R30 LED and found the LED equivalents. Sorry, it was BR30, not R30. So a box of these 6 LED ones was around 20 bucks. We need about 18 of them in the house. But these will last probably, I think the stats say 22 years. They are dimmable, they are LED, so they are not going to get warm and hot, which you don't want in a warm climate. And it's the BR30 means it's the same rating as the one I took out with the same fitting on the back. So we got a bunch of these to replace all these and that at the top of the stairs. So it cost like, it was like 60 bucks, I guess, for the whole set of them. A couple of spares in case some go out, which they shouldn't do in 22 years, but I may have miscounted all the bulbs in the house. And I got that pole that I'll have to show you when I get around, probably not in this vlog, to trying to change some of these with that pole, because we've got that big one at the top of the stairs that's like 30 feet in the air. I have to try and change. We're all done now, which looks a lot brighter, doesn't it, Max? The only one that isn't done is this one here, that the whole thing's twisting around. I don't know if you can see if I get close to it. It is absolutely cacked up with grease from being over the oven. So we're going to take the whole thing out, and the whole unit's just twisting, so I'll fix that another day. But looking a lot better, and they all should now dim as they should, because they are the proper bulbs. We did find lots of stuff on top of the cabinets here, like telephone books all covered in grease and boxes full of grease that I don't want to show you and upset you if you haven't had your dinner. So we got rid of that as well, but making some steps forward, just a couple more to replace, and then we'll tackle that one there as its own project. There's actually a whole bunch of different types of bulbs in there. These are the compact fluorescents. Can you see the twist of it inside, like the other one I showed you in the living room? You've got to be careful of these, because these have mercury in them, as it says there. So you have to dispose of those carefully when you're actually getting rid of them through the recycle. We have a recycle bin here that we'll be putting those into, but you have to you can't just put those in regular trash. Some LEDs, some standard ones, half of those were not dimming correctly. So no joy with the modem, tried it in both locations. So I rang the internet company. Very impressed actually. I said, you know, we're gonna have to get somebody out here. I found the box outside the house where it is, just check the connections were tight there. So they're gonna send somebody out, and I was thinking like, what, today's Saturday, they're gonna give me an option of like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. She said, oh, we can have someone there between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock, and it is now 1:15, same day. So suitably impressed. We shall wait for them to come and see if they can solve the mystery of the internet. So we just had the Spectrum guy here, like I say, came really quickly. And the problem actually was in this panel in the garage. Behind this white panel is about 28, 30 different connection blocks with all the cables that come in. Apparently this used to be a satellite on this house at one time, you can tell from the cables. So this is all the cable. It ended up being a loose connection in there. So we have to put a connection on the other end where you plug it in, and a connection on this end, and do like a circuit test to find the right thing that was broken. So I went through and tightened things up, and all is good. And Maxine, we've now got it working, as you should do with any Wi-Fi system. If you get it working, you should change the default password, or we do change the default password and log on. Maxine chose the network name. All I can say is that was Maxine's choice. So if you're in our house and you want to get on our network, I'll have to give you the password, but you will know what the name is. What can I say? It was her choice. Ryan, our son, calls his Tinternet. So when you go to his house, you log into Tinternet. So that was quite funny. Oh, so we have the internet, another success, one other thing checked off on the house today. So here's the internet speed test. I'm paying for the 400 megabyte package. You see I'm getting 318 and 23 upload and download at the moment. So we'll see how that goes, see if we get them back. It never is what they say, but that is the speed test. Now we have everybody connected to the Dog's Bollocks network. Like that, do you, Max? You chose it.
No, you chose it.
No, you chose it.
Ah.
So this vlog is probably running a little long now, so we'll cut it here for today. I'm just gonna, as you see, there are some more of those same spotlights out here that I need to go and change. So I'll keep going through with those LED spotlights. Had a good day, got the internet up and running. I am taking a week off, not this coming week, but the week after, to work on the house for the whole week. So there'll be a few more vlogs coming. We really want to break the back of getting the bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, and an office. Don't forget to vote. An office completed so that we can have all that good to go and ready to move in and start bringing stuff across from the other house. So thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time and showing your interest. If you have any questions on the house, any thoughts, recommendations, let me know. Please comment below. We like each and every one of you. Love your subscribing, love your comments, try and answer them all. I thank you again, and we will see you later.